guys, Richard at Riding Zoom here, in my latest Doctor Who review. Filming this actually before I've even done the one for the series 4 finale, but this is for the first one from David Tennant's final year, the specials rather than the whole series. So this one is for, there we go, the Next Doctor. Basically it's just the way the box set worked, they just had a bunch of clips from like various stories on and like that. So yeah, and that's actually what's running in the background. Hopefully, yeah, so I won't get copyright struck or anything just for Doctor Who theme music, but we'll see. So, on to this then. So yes, so back in 2008, David Tennant announced he was leaving, and so everyone was wondering who's going to be replacing him. And right after this episode, right when they announced this episode, David Morrissey's name shot up to the top because this is called The Next Doctor. So this is the Christmas Day 2008 episode, much like all of them from this batch of episodes, and like the previous Christmas Day ones, this one was 1 hour long, and it's such a fun story. Yeah, watching them all last year, I realised I actually preferred this a lot more than I remembered, and put this right at the top. I remember doing some forum on Digital Spy last year where it was like rank the episodes, and yeah, this one tended to be top as well. So I'm sure I don't spoil too much on that. No, actually. Okay, there we go. This has like spoilers from the other ones, which is the issue. So, yeah. But yeah, basically the rumour was, David Morse would be the next Doctor when he was announced to be starring in the episode called The Next Doctor. So let's actually get down to it. So in this episode, basically the Doctor ends up in the 1800s Victorian England, where in basically he meets a guy who thinks he is the Doctor, played brilliantly by David Morse. I'd never seen anything David Morse was in before this, but I've watched plenty since then. See, one of the main villains in The Walking Dead, he's like most known for, so he's great in that, the show Blackpool as well. And he's just so good in this episode. He, he just really does feel like the next but one, because there's 13 lives as a limit, and of course there was the fate regeneration, which still counted. He even says it in this episode, it's the next one or the next but one, so he's either the 12th or 13th version. And yeah, so which one's it going to be? It does that. He's not the Doctor. He's just an ordinary guy who's picked up the Doctor's memory somehow, but believes that he is. And yeah, him and the Doctor make a great team. Once he finds out he's not actually a Doctor, but it doesn't matter. He's still got like a lot of bravery. He's got his intelligence and everything. And even when he thinks the Doctor, he just feels like he could be. He's just got this great like sense of authority. He's so commanding, and yeah, he's obviously great. And yeah, what happened is he's just an ordinary person. His wife got murdered by the Cybermen. They abducted his son, and basically these are the Cybermen from the end of series 2, the ones that got sucked into the void. It turns out them and the Daleks went to go inside the void. Cybermen won, but what was left of them escaped with Dalek tech, which is how they like recognised the Doctor. But basically their memories got like messed up in the process. They thought it was him. So basically the episode has Jackson Lake and the Doctor stopping them. Main villain is this woman called Miss Hargan. She's just basically allies herself with the Cybermen. They try and convert her, and she gets fully converted, but she keeps her mind. The Doctor tries to save her, doesn't, and there's a great ending when he basically says, her mind deserves to live, but she refuses to let him take them, the Cybermen, away to live out in peace in a planet with no humans. Then he's going to have to stop her, and he does, and it's a return to like the Doctor of the Christmas special with Donna in, when he's just completely like ruthless in this. He gives her a choice, but when she doesn't take it, he does not show any mercy. And it's just a really good, and basically that's the end of the episode. He just goes off on his own to the next adventure, but not for actually deciding to have a Christmas dinner with Jackson and his companion Rosita, which is pretty nice. It's a good scene where David Tennant basically talks about the Doctor talks about why he's on his own, how that happens to people. They leave because they should, they find someone else, or they forget him and they break his hearts. Yeah, he says heart. I don't know why it should be hearts. Let's pretend it was that. And yeah, clear reference to the last 3 companions that he had, and clearly Donna's loss has hit him the hardest. He's going off on his own, just trying to. Obviously, he's come here because he thinks it's like just a place where he finds some happiness. Just go to a good place. After even at the beginning, he thinks it's a pretty dull year where nothing really happens. But yeah, it's a really good story. The Cybermen are back. These are definitely the series 2 ones. They've got the Cybers logo on, and of course they've got the tech from the Daleks. These can't possibly be the non-parallel world ones. The Cyber King, like the gigantic, hundreds of feet robot, pretty ridiculous. But hey, it's good. Good final scene when the Doctor in a hot air balloon, which is Jackson Lake's TARDIS. He faces them on there, which is pretty awesome. And it's just also such a good story. The woman, Miss Hargan's a great villain. The Jackson's companion slash friend Rosita is great. And it's just a good story and great. And of course, it's setting up how the Doctor on his own is going to get worse and worse, and now Miserable is going to be by himself. So yeah, good episode. It's probably not like everyone's favourite. I mean, a lot of people still think of episodes like Christmas Invasion or Runaway Bride, or even later ones that are coming, which I won't mention here. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It's a good one. And yeah, an hour long, it feels right, whereas I can't say the same for the next one, which is my least favourite, but I'll get to that tomorrow. So hope you enjoyed it, and until then.